Hey, it is Monday evening, and I missed Saturday. It is the 1st of March. Actually, it's the 2nd of March, but it's the first part of March, and the 28th was Saturday. So I'll be going over my weekend in review right now and at least go over the numbers that I made last week as far as the percentages, and they are all looking good. And we will go over all three of my favorites here. We've got DSJ Exchange, the BG Wealth, the Loom-X, and the DeFi bonds, Treasury bonds. So we will go over those and look at what we made last week. These are all just going super strong. So let's start with DSJ Exchange here. As you see, I broke the 9,000 mark, $9,000 mark. We've got our P&L at $110 a day. So we are cranking on this. Plus we got another dividend credit of 150 bucks, which was wonderful, which adds to my P&L definitely. What I did last week, so I ended last week with, let me pull up a calculator here because I need to minus the last 2 days. So the last 2 days, just go to futures and go to historical orders. And so these four trades here I minused out of the 9,000 total that I have, and that will give me a balance that I can get my percentage of. And this is what I came up with. I'm going to expand it so you guys can see it on your small phones or whatever you're looking at. So if you look over here, so when I minus the last 2 days, it was 8,852 for my total. And if you minus last week's total on Saturday, it was 7,856. You come up with $996 that I made for the week. And if you divide that by 78.56, you get your percentage that you made. And it came out to, so 976 divided by 78.56, and you came out with 12.67%, which is fantastic. I will take it. And the nice thing, I think I've mentioned this before, the nice thing about this is if it's consistent and you get 12% every week, you're getting 12% off of a higher balance every time. So now I'm going to be making 12% next week, or this week that I'm going right now, 12% off of that, and then the next week it'll be a higher portion that I'll be getting a 12% off of, hopefully another 1,000, pretty close to 1,000 in a week. And if I have I don't know if I have a dividend this next week. This might be the one that gets skipped because it's every 10 days that you get a dividend. So yeah, my next percent will probably be back down to around 9%. That's what you normally get if you're doing this without getting any dividend payoffs from being on for a certain level, 1 or 2 or 3. They go all the way up to like 12, so it's pretty crazy up in those brackets. But this one's doing really well. This also, I have 5 people that have signed up with my buy one get one free type thing. So you're basically getting your money back right when you submit your money, because if you do it at least, and I keep saying for at least, you can put in more, but at least 500, I will match your 500, and you can start the account with 1,000, double your money immediately, and start trading off of 1,000, which would be definitely advantageous. You can take out your seed money of 500 super quick, like in 20 days, and still have $1,000 in there to trade. So it's pretty nice. Good deal right now. It's a good promo. We still have 5 spots left. So if you're interested, just send me an email and say I'm interested in the promo, and I'll send you all the information and the link that you need to get registered with. All right. Let's move on to Loom-X. Loom-X is actually really impressive this week because it went back up. Remember last week I read that thing about the was it the Lantern Festival or something that was in the Asian markets that the liquidity and the volume basically was low, and so the numbers on Loom-X went down for a couple weeks in a row, but they finally are popping back up. So I'm very impressed with this one. Let's try and figure out our percentage for last week with this one. And for those of you who are new, Loom-X is it's an arbitrage bot, and it goes and goes and goes right here. It's taking a trade there, and you earn just a little bit off of each trade until it finally gets to $5 for you. And as soon as it hits $5, it goes directly to your wallet address that you signed up with. And so my wallet address keeps getting bigger and bigger every day. Right now it's at, the tether is $571, and that one comes in pretty much every hour on the hour for this account, because I've got quite a few community members that are boosting the $5 come in a lot faster. You get bonuses for having people come in under you. But let's look at the revenue here. This is going to have almost 2 days of extra time, but how we can minus it out. So I did break 7,000. I know last week it was 6,000. So it's really really starting to climb. So if you hit this, I just kind of clicked it, hit this little hourglass or funnel looking thing, you can filter it. So I'm going to put the start time of the first, confirm that, and end time of the second, which is all what I've earned today. And so it'll be last 2 days, and if I get everything I earned, it's $304. And so what I'll do is get my balance. So 304, and if you go back to the regular earnings, it'd be 7,039 minus 304, so 6,735. And if I minus last week's total, which was 58.63, I get a total of $872. And I have invested in there, what's making it off of is $5,900. So if I divide that by 5,900, I get 14%, 14.77 times 100. So this one's 14.779, so 14.78% for the last week. And like I said, it's popped back up. This one, if you do a 1 day, last week I think the lowest day was like $126 a day. But this time, if I go to, like the first and confirm, it does all on the first. And it comes out to $161. So it went from 126 a day to 161 a day. So this thing is back on fire. Looks like the volumes have come back up. So it's looking good. Let's look at the community. I'm at 92%. 8 more percent till I get to that 50K, and that'll bump me up as far as my percentages here. Let's actually look. It shows VP rules, and if right now it's earning 10% and 10% for the community profits and direct referrals. Once I get to level 2, it's 20% community and 15% direct referrals. So I'm looking forward to that. But this one is a little bit over 1% a day if you join up. And if you click on this, you'll come down to the green here, which is the 365 or the 360 lockup period. But you're making, it's 1.3 to 1.8% a day, but they do take out 20%. So it's right around 1% is what I've noticed. If you don't have anybody under you, it's just like pretty much a 1% a day, which is kind of what you look for in these projects, just to make some pretty good money. So that's That's what Loom-X is looking at right now. There's still my 4 contracts. This one's at almost 75%, 75%, 72%. So they're going pretty strong. This is that one that guy matched. And it looks like we have a few days left, like 10 days left. It's made $24. Anyway, it was kind of a lame match that they did. All right, so that's an Loom-X for you. With either of those, just email me at ironcladcoins@gmail.com and I'll send you the link to join. I don't put the link of these in the description box, but the next one I do, DeFi bonds. This is actually in the description box below if you want to join this one. This one is, I mean, it's just solid. It's like real bonds and treasuries. It's not exciting, but it sure is a good way to save your money and earn quite a bit of money on top of that. I did just send out $500 today to someone that joined up DSJ, and so I took another 500 out of there earlier this morning, and I already got 190 bucks in there ready to claim again. But this one, yeah, any big earnings or anything that I get that's extra just comes back into this one, and I just want to build this one to like $1 million bucks. That'd be nice. And even when it's down at like 5% instead of 10%, you're still making a lot of money. But you know, as far as starting out, you'll still be, you know, earning something pretty darn safe. As far as all the projects I've ever been in, this one I feel is just going to be, I don't know, around for decades. It's going to be a long time coming. I would love to have had, I will start, but it's like right now I'm using this money to invest in other things. But I'd love to just start like compounding it, like every day, you know, buy a few more bonds, claim that, and then buy some more bonds for $41 each, and just keep adding my position. So I'll get to that point pretty soon where I'm not catching up with a lot of these other investments that I'm in. But all right, I think that's all I wanted to go over today, and get this out there and have people see what the progress is for my journey. If you want to join me, just email me for DSJ, and if you want to take advantage of that promo, and then Loom-X, that one's a set it and forget it. This one you trade every day, 2 times a day, which is no problem. And of course the DeFi bonds, set it and forget it also, and just watch this part right here climb. All right, we'll chat with you later, and hopefully I'll be able to get back on Saturday for sure, and give you another weekend update when it's really Saturday night. All right, have a good week. See everybody later. Bye.